Hello there, so today we're going to talk about biodiversity. Biodiversity is a term used to describe the enormous variety of life on Earth. It can be used more specifically to refer to all of the species in one region or ecosystem. Biodiversity refers to every living thing including plants, animals, and humans. Biodiversity is important for the maintenance of a healthy environment, also used for direct human benefits like food, medicine, and energy. Well, today's topic that we're going to talk about is ex-situ conservation. What is ex-situ conservation? Well, ex-situ conservation means the conservation of species outside their natural habitat. The examples of ex-situ conservation include aquariums, zoos, botanical gardens, DNA banks, etc. The ex-situ conservation that we chose today is botanical garden.
The botanical garden that we chose is Putrajaya Botanical Garden, which is located in Lebuh Perdana Barat, Persetuan Putrajaya, Malaysia. The Taman Botani Putrajaya was officially opened to the public on 31st of August 2001. It was developed as the overall master plan for Putrajaya, the administrative capital of Malaysia. This Taman Botani was created to provide a green and recreational space within the city. So the garden was developed over several years, transforming what was previously an oil palm plantation into a large botanical paradise. It covers an extensive area which is 93 hectares, featuring more than 750 species from a collection of 13 teams from different continents. So, this garden is divided into three main areas, namely decorative garden, ethnobotany park, and research and rehabilitation. The decorative park also features three areas such as sun garden, fern garden, and palm hill.
So hi guys. So next, I would like to tell you guys about the purpose of ex-situ conservation. The purpose of ex-situ conservation is to preserve and protect biodiversity outside its natural habitat. So this conservation involves relocating and maintaining populations of endangered and threatened species in controlled environments or facilities. Ex-situ conservation serves several important purposes such as biodiversity preservation, genetic diversity, and breeding programs. Therefore, as a botanical garden, Taman Botani Putrajaya serves the purpose to house botanical collections, undertake conservation efforts, provide botanical education, become a prime recreation and park service to the public, as well as provide a must-visit tourism opportunity for Putrajaya.
We're here in Taman Botani Park in Putrajaya. So now we're going to begin about the type of species in ex-situ here in Taman Botani Park. Right now, right here, we're in Explorers Trail, which is the Canopy Bridge. Did you know that we can find rainforest trees such as Kasai, Pometia pinnata, Keruing, Dipterocarpus elongatus, and Therapnasi Artocarpus elasticus. Did you know that this canopy bridge is made of hardwood and chungao tree? Chungao tree, or its scientific name, is Neobelana carpus. It can grow over 60 meters on 197 feet tall. Chungao tree is considered as the #1 heavy hardwood of Malaysia, and the exportation of logs is prohibited due to its scarcity. Chungao tree is listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List. Do you know what IUCN Red List? It is the International Union for Conservation of Nature Red List of Threatened Species. So right now we're here in Heliconia Trail. Here is a display of heliconias and related plants such as bananas, calatheas, marinthias, and travelers palm. Why are they related? This is because these plants have large banana-like leaves here, common to plants of the humid tropics. Many garden heliconias feature colorful and attractive flowers.
These heliconias have bracts. What are bracts? The heliconia flower you are admiring here is actually not a flower, but an inflorescence of bracts in which the real flowers are securely placed. Bracts are modified leaves that are adapted in size, shape, or color to perform special functions, for example, to protect the buds to attract pollinators. Bracts on heliconias can come in different brilliant shades of red, scarlet, orange, yellow, pink, green, and white. So right now we're here in Vine Garden. It is a special garden adorned with a collection of climber plants such as King's Mantle, Bauhinia, and Bread Flower. So how can we recognize Bauhinia? So the back of me here is Bauhinia cocciana. How do we recognize Bauhinia? Bauhinia cocciana is a climber commonly cultivated over trellises and shelters. It has trivine opposite leaves and are often flushed with attractive orange references that gradually turn to yellow with age. So right now we're here in our very last place, which is Sun Garden. This Sun Garden has a plant named cycas, which is an ancient plant that has been in existence since over 230 million years ago. During that time, this plant, cycas, was a food source for herbivorous dinosaurs. How interesting is that, right? So right now behind me here is a Dion idule. Dion idule is the chestnut Dion, which is a cycad native to Mexico, also known as Palma de la Virgen. Cycads are among the oldest seed plants and even predate the dinosaurs. It belongs to the Zamiaceae plant family within the orders of Cycadales. The genus name Dion means two-egged, referring to the two ovules. So why is it important? This plant, Dion idule, is a subspecies that is on the verge of becoming endangered. They are threatened by human-caused habitat destruction and collection for horticultural and medicinal purposes. Bouncing back from these disturbances is extremely difficult for slow-growing plants such as Dion idule. The government has suggested that plant material should be conserved, seed banks should be established, and legislation regarding trading cycads and protection of their habitats should be implemented and enforced.
So now I will talk about the importance of ex-situ conservation in Malaysia. Ex-situ conservation is important to protect species against habitat loss. As we know, Malaysia faces ongoing challenges related to deforestation, urbanization, and habitat destruction. Ex-situ conservation provides a safety net for species that may lose their natural habitats, ensuring they can be reintroduced into the wild when suitable habitats are restored. Ex-situ conservation also acts as a disease control. Ex-situ facilities can act as a quarantine center to prevent the spread of diseases that could harm wide population. Last but not least, ex-situ conservation helps to maintain and potentially increase the genetic diversity of a species. Small, isolated population in the wild often suffer from reduced genetic diversity, which can lead to inbreeding and decreased fitness. In ex-situ setting, breeding programs can be managed to maximize genetic diversity.
To conclude about our video, human action and fundamentally and to a significant extent irreversibly changing the diversity of life on Earth, and most of these changes represent a loss of biodiversity. Change in important component of biological diversity were more rapid in the past of 50 years than at any time in human history. Projection and scenario indicate that this rate will continue or accelerate in the future. The establishment of the botanical park save our biodiversity.